Hi guys, welcome back to my channel once again here on YouTube. We continue on then with our WWF 2001 DVD Year in Review. Next up we have No Mercy from 2001. We have Kurt Angle there on the front cover, looking pretty cool. We had a kick-ass soundtrack theme for this by Saliva, that click click boom, good shit, good memories. Yeah, so 15 certificate here in the UK, Silver Vision release. There's the disc and a DVD important notice warning thing, and then the usual, the same background of the interior of the other ones as well, guys. There's the spine. Sorry, guys. And the back. So we have screenshots of Rob Van Dam, Austin and Kurt Angle, Big Show and the Dudleys, Stacy Keibler, Chris Jericho and The Rock. So yeah, let's go over some stats and then I'll talk about the matches. So this was from St. Louis, Missouri. Fucking hell, I gotta learn how to pronounce these. Let's try again. St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah, should we go with that, guys? Sorry, I can't pronounce your American awesome places. I'm just not very good at pronouncing them. Venue Savvy Center. Should we just go with that as well? And I'm sorry about last time's video. With I'm forgiven if I didn't pronounce that location properly as well. I just like to give the stats because they interest me. I'm embarrassed about it. I can't pronounce half of them, but still, I try my best. Attendance 15,647 with a buy rate of 325,000. So the show kicked off with a tag team match for the WCW Tag Team Championship. We had the Hardy Boys defending their WCW Tag Team Championship against the Hurricane and Lance Storm. This was a very good opener. I did like this, and where I've gone into this completely blind, not watching this for a very long time in many years, and not knowing what the matches were, I completely forgot on here. I didn't know the outcome of this, and I was kind of rooting for the Hurricane and Lance Storm to win this. The Hurricane looked pretty cool. I think back then when I was younger, I didn't appreciate him a lot. I just thought he looked like a stupid idiot dressed up as like a rip-off of the Green Lantern or some shit, and I just couldn't take to him. But looking back on him, now I'm an adult, you know, and some of his older work, I really appreciate it, and I like the gimmick, and I wish I'd taken a liking to it more. And he recruited Mighty Molly, so Molly Holly at this stage was with him now as Mighty Molly. Lance Storm had Ivory with him. That was a short-lived relationship because I can't remember them being together that long. And yeah, anyway, the tag team of Hurricane and Storm, very good. And you know, the match, all four men did very well. But unfortunately, the Hurricane and Storm didn't win. Oh yeah, and the Hurricane and Storm obviously representing the Alliance. The Hardys were representing the WWF. The Hardy Boys retained. Very good opening match, guys. Honestly, very good stuff. Next up, we had Kane take on Test. So Kane representing the WWF against Test. This was an okay match for two big men. I didn't mind this one. A memorable moment, I guess, for me when it was kind of distracting was Kane's boot breaking and it was flopping around all over the place, and I thought to myself, oh shit, I hope he's not going to injure himself on that, like trip on it or something. And it was just very annoying and distracting throughout the match. But the match itself, very good, both powerful athletes. Test picking up the victory, let's try again. Test picking up the victory thanks to referee, I think it was Nick Patrick. You know, cost Kane the match. I felt this was kind of a step back for Kane, you know, in my own personal opinion, because he had such a good 2001 up until this point winning championships left, right, and center, and he was just one of the bigger stars, or if not one of the biggest stars of the company at that point. And then this just no disrespect to Test, this just felt like a big step back, and yeah, I was really disappointed with the outcome of that, guys. And yeah, Kane took his frustration out on the referee afterwards. He chokeslammed him, went to leave the ring, thought about it. Oh, fuck, I'm going back and do it again. Gives him another one, goes to leave again, and then comes back and then gives him a power bomb. And then does that awesome thing where he raises his arms and then the four corners of the ring, pyros all shoot in the air kind of thing. You know what I mean? The explosion shit. Good stuff. But disappointing finish, in my opinion, because like I said about Kane's awesome 2001 he's had, I didn't understand that. Unless they were trying to push Test, maybe. And they are pushing Test. We'll find out as the year progresses, or ends even as we come to the last few pay-per-views after this. We had a bit of eye candy up next as Tori Wilson, representing the WWF, went up against Stacy Keibler, representing the Alliance, in a lingerie match. Yeah, this, you know, it's what it was in the times back then. The women weren't used as wrestlers properly. They were just used as, like, as I said, eye candy, and just had Stacy Keibler with one of those sex whip things, whipping Tori's ass and shit like that, and then choking each other out in the corner. And well, I wish Tori Wilson would choke me out of me. But anyway, sorry guys. Whew, it's getting hot in here. Tori Wilson and Stacy's lingerie match. It only went on for about 3 minutes. 3 minutes too long, maybe, I don't know. But, you know, it happened, and Tori Wilson picked up the victory after a very incredible pinning position. And she even slapped Stacy's ass afterwards, you know, just to top the match off. I'm going to have to open a window in a minute. Moving on. Edge against Christian in a ladder match for the WWF Intercontinental Championship next. So Edge representing the WWF and going in as champion against his brother Christian, his brother, who represented the Alliance. So there, yes, this ladder match, it felt slow in places, but it wasn't a terrible match at all by any means. It was fucking awesome, but you know, there's like certain places in the match, I was just like, oh, just hurry up already, you know, you just stop slowing down, stop stalling. One particular spot I enjoyed was when there were 3 ladders in the ring. 2 were positioned together, and then another one positioned behind it. Christian had been placed by Edge on the top of the 2 that were together, and Edge was on the one that, you know, the ladder behind, that was positioned behind, and he did a concerto on Christian on top of the ladders. Sorry, I'm trying to read my notes and reenact what I'm talking about, and I'm not even in front of the camera. I'm there waving my hands around like a fucking idiot here, trying to imitate a chair shot or a concerto. But I'll just describe it to you. Guys, use your imagination. I can't get over on top of this desk and do that now. But yeah, good stuff. Very entertaining match, and Christian picking up the victory. Oh, sorry, not Christian. Edge picking up the victory, winning back his Intercontinental Championship from Christian. Beg your pardon. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, good match. Very fucking good match. And we had the Dudley Boys defend their WWF Tag Team Championship, representing the Alliance, as they took on Big Show and Tajiri. And I was giving Spike Dudley stick the other day in the Unforgiven video, I think it was, I did, about going through partners like, you know, like Katie Price goes through husbands. And this time we got Big Show going through partners, and he's teaming with Tajiri here, and they represent the WWF. And they didn't really feel that much like they were going to take the tag team championship away from the Dudleys, but tell you what, it was an okay match. I didn't mind it at all, but the Dudleys did retain, and yeah, it was okay. It wasn't bad. Next up, we had the Undertaker take on Booker T. And I was talking about that earlier in another video. A completely different pay-per-view though. That was Judgment Day 2004. Completely different time. But yeah, here I have a lot of respect for the Undertaker because he made Booker T look really cool here and really good. I'm not saying Booker T can't work. I'm just saying it. You know, out of all the WWF wrestlers so far since Booker T been in the company at this time, Undertaker actually was making Booker T look like he was worthy of, you know, being in the main event and everything else. The Undertaker, sorry, representing the WWF, Booker T with the Alliance. Booker T looked very dominant in this match, especially towards the end, and Undertaker had a fight out of a corner, and I think he caught him with a last ride out of nowhere, out of the corner pretty much, from what I remember. Mine's gone a bit blur on that one now. But yeah, it was like it felt like not a shock win, but the win came out of nowhere. And yeah, Booker T didn't win, but he looks a lot better now than he did. And I was a bit more happier with this rather than the way that he was treated and booked against The Rock. Anyways, moving on. We had The Rock, speaking about him, defending his WCW championship, representing the WWF as well, against Chris Jericho, who was also representing the WWF. And around this time, Stephanie was having this kind of feud with Jericho, and Jericho would catch her in like backstage segments where he'd make fun of her tits and stuff like that. And yeah, it just it was, some of it was funny stuff, but I don't want to go into that too much. And anyway, she played a part in the finish of this match. The match itself was good. She brought a chair in and tried to persuade The Rock to use it on Jericho because she couldn't stand Jericho, and it didn't work out that way. And Jericho, I don't know if he cheated, I guess, but he won the championship. I don't know. You guys decide on that one. I don't know. Yeah, he won the championship from The Rock. We had Jerry Lawler on commentary saying about how Jericho was never given a WCW title opportunity, and I thought to myself, so they making all the other guys who came in the invasion angle like Booker T and that pay the price, you know, making them look shit, and then you're putting the belt on Jericho now as a sorry and a reward because you should have been WCW champion back then. I mean, it's not Jericho's fault. It's the way, you know, Bischoff and Russo were back then with their booking, and Kevin Sullivan and all that. I think it was Kevin Sullivan around that time. But yeah, it was a shame he didn't get a WCW championship match in WCW back in the day, but in a way, I was pleased for him to win here, and yeah, defeating The Rock in a heelish manner, I think. But again, that's up for debate, guys, if you want to discuss that and you have your own opinions on it. It's hard for me to decide if I agreed with the finish or not. But yeah, Jericho, new champion. Well done. Happy days. We go on to the main event, and this was an absolute fucking banger. What a match. We had champion Stone Cold Steve Austin representing the Alliance, putting his WWF championship up for grabs against Kurt Angle representing the WWF and Rob Van Dam representing the Alliance. But Rob Van Dam was getting under Austin's skin building up to this, so they were having a bit of a fallout here and there. And we had, like I was saying in previous pay-per-views building up to this, Rob Van Dam has had an awesome match in Invasion, SummerSlam, Unforgiven, and this one as well. and he shot to the main event scene out of nowhere within months, and that was impressive. He was so over, and he was still hardcore champion going into this as well, guys. He was wearing that to the ring, and that's just absolutely awesome. And out of everybody that came in from the WCW guys, and then they brought in some of the ECW guys, you thought someone like from the WCW was going to make it quite big and get over with the crowd, but it was Rob Van Dam representing ECW, obviously, and well, representing the Alliance, but came from ECW. You know what I mean? But this match, guys, excuse me, this match was absolutely fucking amazing. And why I've forgotten about it, I just no idea. We had a bit of a shitty finish in a way. We had Shane McMahon tried to interfere, and then Vince came out, and then they both had a scrap over the commentary desk, which was quite funny. Angle got attacked by Shane McMahon, so he was outside the ring, and then Austin stunnered and pinned Rob Van Dam, who was meant to be in the same faction, if you will, or the same team as him, so the Alliance in this case. So that kind of didn't make sense to me. I thought Kurt should have took the pin as well. If Austin retained, that's fair enough. Kurt Angle should have took the pin because RVD should have been protected, because he was looking like he was going to be the next face of the company at this point, if you see what I mean, guys. And that booking decision was a bit questionable, in my opinion. But again, my opinion. I know I always say that, it's just my opinion. But yeah, seriously, just my opinion on that, guys. Great match, though. Great pay-per-view. What a pay-per-view. Good stuff. 9 out of 10 I give that one, guys. Go check it out. Very good. I'm very pleased with that. That one really, really cheered me up, because I was feeling on a bit of a downer yesterday, and I just didn't know what to do with myself. And I thought, I don't know what to do. I'll watch the next part from 2001. And then when I went and put it back on the shelf, next in line was this. Rebellion. And I know I said to you guys I wasn't going to cover the UK ones until I got the Insurrection one I was missing. But do you guys want me to go ahead and review this one next before Survivor Series? Or should I just skip it and do Survivor Series? Because I want to add it to the list eventually anyway, because it is a part of 2001. So if you want me to, let me know in the comments below, because that would really be a big help, knowing what I want to do next in this series. Then that's covered then. Then I can go to Survivor Series, then finish out with Vengeance. And then I was going to also add that Best of 2001 DVD to this series as well. And then when I do get the Insurrection, I'll review that and then add that to it at the very end. What do you guys think? Or should I just leave the UK ones for now? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up if I deserve one today. Shout out to a good viewer of mine, Robbie Hill. Cheers, Iceman. Hope things are doing really awesome over in Canada. Respect, brother. Thank you very much. And thank you to everyone else who takes time to view these videos. It means a lot to me. Those likes mean a lot as well. If you keep hitting the thumbs, that'd be good. It helps with the videos to get viewed more and everything with the algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And by all means, comment and keep watching. I'll be back later this week with Starrcade 1997 Blu-ray custom review. And I've got an unboxing from Chad Stone coming as well of some more customs. So stay tuned for those. I'll see you again soon, guys. Stay safe. Goodbye for now.